I completely forgot I had this channel, and I'm gonna get back to posting. So this is a video. It's really off the dome kind of freestyle video, but it is how to know when you're ready to start weighted calisthenics and what's like kind of like the rules to follow if you're gonna do, or how do you know when you're ready for calisthenics, weighted calisthenics. I mean, in one of the things I notice when people start weighted calisthenics is that they really try to ego lift like as soon as they can do like 5 to 10 pull-ups or 10-20 pull-ups even. And the thing is, a lot of people who do weighted calisthenics, they really don't pay attention when a lot of the quote-unquote experts or people who are jacked and who have a YouTube channel, they always spit the same advice, and sometimes they hold merit. And one of the pieces of advice is, if you're going to do weighted calisthenics, it should be at a time when you've actually mastered your body weight. And mastering your body weight is a very vague thing, so I'm going to try to break it down to you. What people do when they think master the body weight, they basically just mean when the exercise kind of feels a bit easy and they want to make it a challenge. What they don't realize is that mastering the body weight looks, it's a huge thing. But let's say you're just wanting to increase you're trying to get better at pull-ups, so you do weighted pull-ups. Or pull-ups aren't doing it for you, so you just do weighted. A lot of times I see people who do weighted pull-ups, they're not even really good at pull-ups. Now, yeah, they can crank out like 5 to 15, but if you look at the form, it's kind of ass. And when they do the pull-ups, you can tell during the whole time it's a struggle, really. Even though they can do, 15 pull-ups, that 15 pull-ups was ugly as hell and was a struggle the entire time. For me, on my basis on how to know when someone's ready to do weighted calisthenics, it would have to be when, I guess it'd be like two things. One is just like they kind of know how the exercise is supposed to look like, and two, can they do it can they keep the same form for a continued amount of time, not just like, I just realized a whole giant hole in my sock. Like, I'm gonna put that out of frame. But, and that kind of messed me up, but okay. They have to know how the exercise looks, how it's supposed to look, and does it feel good and / easy? It should be efficient, is what I mean. So, and how it's supposed to look is just like you're supposed to know that your chest, shoulders, and triceps, and even your scapula a bit is used during the push-up. So when I'm doing this, you have a rough idea on how it's supposed to look. It's not supposed to look like, I'm arching my back trying to do all that. It shouldn't look like you're fighting with the move the entire time when you're thinking about adding weight on top of it. The move should be silky smooth. It should be easy. It shouldn't be a fight to do it. That's why you add weight, because you want to get that struggle back in there. And the next thing would have to be that they can do it for considerable amount of time, meaning under time or amount of reps. It could be for 5 to 10 reps or 20 plus reps, but most importantly is how hard is the move and how many reps can they do. If they can do at least 5 to maybe 12-ish reps, it's a rough range. If they can get in that range, then they might be ready to do weighted calisthenics. But another thing I see people mess up on is that they really, they disrespect the calisthenics progressions a lot, actually. They don't give it its, its due time, You didn't put any skin in the game. You kind of just skipped it. And you don't really need it if you have, like, certain goals. But I'm just saying, like, you don't really need to do weighted calisthenics all that much, depending on your level, of course. Like, even me, I could do crazy stuff, but I still consider the calisthenic progressions a lot. Now, of course, there's some merit, but I'm not going to get into that. One thing I'd recommend that you do before you go into weighted calisthenics is to work with the calisthenic progressions. And the calisthenic progressions don't have to be that complicated. Literally, try L-sit pull-ups. Just stick your legs out. You're doing this. Just stick your legs out, and just do pull-ups like that. Just try that variation, or wide, close, high pull-ups. I guarantee you're going to look at the pull-up a lot more, I guess, effective, because you don't really need to do weighted exercises until you can do those moves a lot more proficiently. And when you can do those moves, you're not even going to think about doing weighted calisthenics anymore. Actually, if you can do those moves, you'll be surprised how much stronger you'll be when you actually enter weighted calisthenics. So that's the two kind of things that I kind of, would recommend you do before you go into weighted calisthenics, is to know how the move is supposed to look and not make it look like you're struggling to do the move the entire time for at least 5 to preferably maybe 15 or 20 reps, honestly. Now, the next thing I see or notice when people like start weighted calisthenics is just they kind of ego lift a bit, and this is for the people that are like kind of stronger, is that they're able to do the move, but you just like feel gross watching them. Like they'll be decently strong, right? They'll have like good shoulders and all that shit. Then they'll put like a plate for their weighted dip, and then they'll go down. They'll be like down, and then be like 1, 2. Like it's just body English the entire time, and it's just, yeah, you're doing it like that, but just like ego lifting on like a bench press, you're gonna get injured doing that, and it's gonna hurt. I see this thing with muscle ups too. People think that, oh, I can do 5 to 10 muscle ups. Let me slap on a 25-pound plate or a 45-pound plate, and then they realize they can't even pull high enough. Use less weight than you think you should, because the reason why you do weighted calisthenics is to make the move harder, not to lift more numbers. Now, if you're in a competition, that's different, but we're not in a competition, most likely, you and me. We're just trying to get stronger, and weighted pull-up is just a tool to help you get stronger. So, don't really focus on the number, focus on the feeling. Focus on how much weight it actually feels like, how much weight you're moving, up and down, upside down, left and right, whatever you're doing. Forget about the number. The most important thing is making it harder for you to do the move. And that's kind of like the only main important thing is, other than that, just take your time. If you're doing weighted calisthenics, make sure you're recovering more, because weighted calisthenics it's no joke. It'll really mess you up if you don't do it properly. I've been injured plenty of times doing weighted muscle ups or doing weighted pull-ups when I'll do like 3-plate pull-up, right? I'll be up here holding it, jump up, pull up, do one, and then after I'm done, I just 160 plus 135 plus this is pain. Don't just ego lift, control the entire movement. Other than that, I hope that helps. I haven't done really weighted calisthenics in like 1 or 2 years, so I might just be posting progressions as like mid rolls. But yeah, I hope it helps. See ya.